Shalom family. Again, on this channel, if I had to dedicate my reporting to just what's happening in nature, the earth groaning, as the Bible says it will do here in the end times, groaning the whole time, then this entire channel would have 20, 30 plus videos a day and would only be talking about earthquakes, volcanoes, tornadoes, hurricanes, cyclones, mudslides, droughts, floods, you name it, chaos in nature, things falling from the sky, and all of the problems and threats that are just growing exponentially every day. Hence, I place all of these reports that I find, and it's not even all of them, it is a fraction of what's happening on the community wall, the posts on YouTube daily, and you can go and look and see what's happening, and it should encourage you and show you the times that you're living in right now, spoken of and warned of by none other than Jesus Christ. In Matthew 24 verse 7, he says, "For nation will rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom, and there will be famines, pestilences, and earthquakes in various places." Sounds like this week. Luke 21 verse 11, "And there will be great earthquakes in various places, and famines and pestilences, and there will be fearful sights and great signs from heaven." So again, like this week, like every week currently, which chapter of Revelation are we currently doing is a joke we share with each other in the Watchman community, but it's a reality too. We are living in that final stretch, and we're seeing all these things come to pass. So I'm going to touch just on some news because I need to clarify some things around this. Seismic activity continues to increase, and many see this as signs of birth pangs intensifying. Part of the many. Since July 8, 2025, Mount Rainier in Washington state has experienced an unprecedented earthquake swarm with over 800 tremors recorded. 800. Marking it as the most significant seismic event at the volcano since the monitoring began in the 1980s. So they've never had this before. This is off the charts, is what they're trying to tell you in a careful way. The swarm, while within normal background activity, has drawn attention due to its scale, surpassing a 2009 event that recorded over 1,000 quakes. This one is bigger than that. Meanwhile, off the Oregon coast, the axial seamount, a massive underwater volcano 300 miles offshore, is showing signs of imminent eruption. Scientists have been monitoring increased seismic activity for months now, anticipating an eruption in 2025. Hold up. That's now. They're anticipating that eruption now. On July 16, 2025, a 7.3 magnitude earthquake struck off the Aleutian Islands near Sandpoint, Alaska, prompting a tsunami warning for a 700-mile stretch of the coast. Similarly, a significant earthquake off Russia's Kamchatka Peninsula involving the Kluchevskoye volcano's recent eruption sparked a brief tsunami alert for Hawaii. Hawaii was thrown into chaos after a 7.5 mag earthquake rocked the state Saturday evening. The massive tremor sparked by an earthquake occurring off the coast of Kamchatka, Russia. The quake hit Hawaii, which shares the Pacific Ocean with Russia, around 8:49 p.m., followed by a tsunami watch at 9:03. Yellowstone officials. Now, Yellowstone, you should know by now if you're part of this channel family, is number one in my brain for watching. Because if you've read the models and looked at the studies, if Yellowstone pops, that's America out of the game. It'll wipe out all of the crops. It'll wipe out everything around it. It'll be chaos. There is no quick recovery from a Yellowstone explosion. And it's way overdue. So always on my radar, always watching. Yellowstone officials shut down rumors of animals leaving due to possible volcanic eruption. Now, I posted one of these things about the animals leaving. Strange. And it's been reported and everyone's watching. And I was told, watch how you report. Fake news, they've said it's rubbish. Let's dig into it. Claims about animals leaving Yellowstone National Park in droves have appeared on platforms like Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube in recent weeks. One AI-generated video that gained traction features fake clips of wildlife such as grizzly bears, mountain lions, and elk traveling in large groups with the caption, "Exodus in Yellowstone." Social media commenters who fell for the generated video chimed in speculating that the animals were sensing something amiss, like the volcano preparing to erupt. Veris said in a statement on July 21 that scientists from the observatory are closely watching the Yellowstone volcano. These monitors would detect sudden or strong earthquake activity, ground shifts, and volcanic gases that would indicate increasing activity, he said. No such evidence exists at this time. She added, an eruption is theoretically possible, but unlikely in the next 1,000 or even 10,000 years. Now, let's take a moment and think about this. So yes, AI generates a video of a bunch of grizzlies and lions leaving together. Definitely sus. Absolutely. But how about this for a thought? How about the authorities know what's really going in, can see the actual animals leaving, and they generate a fake AI video and put it out there so that they can blame everyone for jumping on it and saying, you see, it's all rubbish. Or, like one of the other articles said that I looked up on Yellowstone, this is completely normal. It's part of their migratory patterns. That's why all the animals are leaving. What if that's not the case? What if the animals are leaving because they sense something happening? Now, we've seen this before in history. You can go read up on it. You'll see the birds leaving. You'll see animals rushing to higher ground or getting away just before we even detect anything. They seem to be more in tune with the vibrations or something that's warning them something's coming, and it's coming quickly. So who knows? Could just be migratory patterns, could just be the animals leaving, could be nothing important, or it could be something and the authorities covering it up. My money generally on the authorities trying to cover it up. And when they say things like an eruption is theoretically possible in the next 1,000 or 10,000 years, I know they're lying and they're covering up, because other scientists and experts have said it's overdue for an eruption and could happen at any time. Other scientists and experts have said there's increased minor eruptions of gas and steam and things happening, that there's swelling of the ground in some of the areas in Yellowstone, die off of plants and natural things as well in serious areas, that the actual caldera is changing its shape. Why? Because there's a buildup of something. It's not popcorn. So what could it be? An imminent eruption? Very possible. Now take that in line of the Bible saying that these things are going to happen. And I'm leaning towards Yellowstone's not going to pop in 1,000 years or 10,000 years. It's going to pop in the tribulation or just before. Very shortly. Absolutely. That's what I would lean on. These are signs of the birth pangs described in Matthew 24, where Jesus speaks of the earthquakes, natural upheavals, signaling the end times. All of these, the concept of the earth's groaning in travail, drawn from Romans 8 verse 22, suggests that creation itself anticipates divine renewal, often linked to the second coming of Jesus. The whole of creation is groaning for this time period. It knows what's happening, even though we all have our heads in the sands. By we, I mean humanity, not us individually who are awake and reading our actual Bibles and know what's going on. But again, do we have anything to fear? Do we have anything to worry about? I'm going to leave you with Psalm 46, verse 1 to 3. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore, we will not fear, even though the earth be removed, and though the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea, though its waters roar and are troubled, though the mountains shake with its swelling. I know where my refuge and strength is. It's in God. I will not fear. I refuse to fear. Even if that tsunami builds in front of me on the skyline and grows up and blots out the sky and comes barreling towards me, I am the crazy person who's going to sit there praising God for how incredible this creation is. Because I know when it hits, I'm definitely not going to die tired from running and screaming. I'm going to be rushing right into the arms of Jesus. Have no fear. He is a very present help in trouble. And don't believe when the experts and scientists tell you everything's cool, dude. Nothing for the next 1,000 to 10,000 years, dude. It's all cool. That in itself is sus, as they say. God bless. Keep looking up. We're all going to party upstairs very soon. Shalom.